Hello everyone, I hope this finds you well. We are living in rather strange times these days. As an artist, I'm finding my traditional galleries are either really struggling or even closing down. Same goes for all the big venues that I would normally be participating in. They're really struggling as well. So I'm having to consider different ways to try to get my work out there and into your homes and into your businesses. So I have an idea that I think is quite fun, and it gives you an opportunity to get some good valued art, all the while being cognizant of your discretionary money in these times. So here's how it goes. I'm going to offer you really good quality and high value reproductions on canvas of these 4 paintings behind me here. You choose a painting. It's 199 Canadian all in, minimum size of 30 to 32 inch on the long side, so substantial. 1.5 inch deep stretcher bars, so it hangs ready to hang. You choose a painting, and if you're one of the first 100 people to purchase one of these reproductions, your name goes into a draw, and the lucky winner will be able to choose their choice of one of these original pieces. So I think it's a fun way to get my original art into your homes, and also give you an opportunity to maybe have some new paintings to look at a lower scale in these times. So if you're interested, stay with me, I'll explain. Why don't we start off and I'll show you some of the original art you could possibly win. This is Caligrace. You'll notice in this light, as I move it around, you'll see it's fairly thickly pastel paint in parts of it. And other areas are very thin and more sensitively handled, appropriate to the subject. Originally I painted this a much higher chroma in the background, that is more intensely strong paint colors. I knocked that down now because it was competing too much for attention, and now I think it suits much better in the arrangement. Flowers have taken their rightful place as the center of interest. It's on a 3/4 inch stretcher bar, ready to hang. You could frame it, really benefit from a really classy frame, I think, but we lived with it in our dining room for a while, and with the subdued and subtle colors in the background, it'll suit pretty much any color because there's little bits and elements there throughout. Caligrace. This piece is called Great Blue Heron on Somenos Lake. Somenos Lake is just down the road from where we live. A lovely spot where the blue heron breed. In the springtime there'll be dozens and dozens of them there. I like to kayak in the area, and I don't disturb the nesting, but I enjoy seeing the birds. This one is different in that I've used gold leaf, variegated gold leaf in the foreground water. You can see the reflections there. It picks up ambient light, so when it's hanging in a room, as the light changes the room, so does the reflective quality of that area. It's kind of cool. And the rest of the painting is traditional oil painting. I also differentiate this one because it does have a frame on it. I made that out of some driftwood, which I was quite proud of. My wife Joanna is not quite so proud of it, and so if it's not to your taste and you did choose this one, if you're the winner, I'd be happy to replace this frame with something a little more traditional and to your taste, but I can't see how you wouldn't like that. This piece is called Warm Land Snow. We live in a Mediterranean climate here on the coast, so we do get snow, but it doesn't stay long, and we don't get too much of it. So it's a lovely contrast, the cool white of the snow against our lovely warm hues in our arbutus trees. And we have tremendous variety of greens in our mosses in the winter. And also the foggy air, the atmosphere is full of color as well, and the moisture. So it's a really nice moody piece, and quite, if your timing is right in the winter time, you can see this kind of scene all over the Gulf Islands and the southern Vancouver Island. This piece I call Wild Pacific. It's based on our travels and camping along the west coast of the island this summer. I put together composition based on several beaches and experiences. I spend a lot of time on the water. I really enjoy the interface and how much life and vitality there is there. So the mood is really try and capture the wildness of our West Coast and the variety of life. It's just constantly moving and changing. This is a diptych or a 2-panel painting. It can be separated in the middle here by several inches, no problem, and it looks a little differently on your wall depending on how you choose to hang it. But you can also hang it like this in one piece. To place your order for a reproduction, just go online at billhibberd.com. It's very easy to go through the store there and walk through the process, very quick. You can choose to gift this piece to a friend or a family member, and it'll be drop shipped directly to them. So that makes it simple if it's a gift. Also, we'll give you a tracking number for whether it's coming to you or to them, and that way you can stay on top of it. This gives you an example of one of the pieces, Wild Pacific. You can see this one is no longer a 2-panel, but for logistical reasons and scale reasons, I've just melded it together. And so it's indiscernible where the joint is. And it has an 1.5-inch stretcher bars, so good substantial piece. Very good quality, I think, and for $199 delivered to your door, I think that's a really good value. I've sold a lot of G-clays over the years, and I was happy to be able to put together a package that's this cost. So hopefully you'll take part and find a piece you like and take part of the program and possibly win your own original Bill Hibberd oil paint. For full disclosure, it must be said that a certain portion of these funds are going to go to Treats for Roy. Thanks, buddy.